Last time on Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Dual Destinies. Hey, where's Apollo anyway? Oh, I know. Baby's still in courtroom number 4. He told me I'm going to look for evidence to clear your name, Juniper. We'd better go get him. Where are you, Apollo? Trial's over for today.
What we found yesterday was not Apollo's dead body.
Oh, my God.
Thank goodness.
Oh, wow, the whole day has passed. I must have just totally blanked that.
Are you sure it was Apollo that got hit on the head and not you?
I mean, I play Apollo. It's called method acting.
There is a separate matter that I would like to bring up.
I'm speaking, of course, of the assault on Mr. Justice in the ruins of courtroom No. 4.
Mr. Justice was not alone. He was with the defendant, Miss Juniper Woods.
Ms. Woods repaid Mr. Justice's kindness with violence. We found the proof of a foul deed there in the courtroom ruin. Oh, for God's sake.
Oh my God!
Mr. Payne, is the metallic object in that photo Mr. Tonate's bomb transport case? That's right. Is there some problem?
Oh yes, that transport case was there in courtroom number 4 when the bomb went off. It must have been there ever since.
Oh, its position. When Apollo and I went there, it was in a different place.
Who cares where the transport case was when? It has nothing at all to do with what we were talking about.
Objection! Where the transport case was has everything to do with this discussion. Ms. Woods, was this where the transport case was when you saw it?
Yes!
I'm sure the court has noted an interesting fact about this position. Smug, smug,
The
smug.
transport case covers up the writing in blood.
Exactly. If the transport case was in that position at the time of the assault, then no message could have been written there because the case was in the way, which leads us to conclude that Mr. Justice couldn't have left that bloody writing.
If Mr. Justice didn't leave this message in blood, then who did?
I believe it was Can Disarm.
Can disarm what?
Can Disarm who left behind this message in blood.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, that doesn't make any sense. You can't just say, I believe it was Can Disarm as part of... Can Disarm what? As part of a sentence. It doesn't make sense. Could you please repeat that, like, in a way that actually makes sense?
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Disillusion Plays Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Dual Destinies, where we play the games and do the voices.
Yeah.
Taylor?
Can disarm.
Oh,
Disarm!
As you can see, Taylor is unreasonably angry.
I mean, and it's great because Taylor didn't give us any kind of indication he was going to do this. And so, as far as I'm concerned, I thought it was an audio error. I thought
Don't do that to
I
us.
thought our call had dropped. And so it was like, oh, great.
We're off to a great start.
More technical issues that we don't have pretty much every time we try and record.
For the next villain, Boom Box, who puts together a block of dynamite. Ah!
I'm Sarah.
I'm Pete.
I'm Taylor.
And Taylor's
Clearly upset.
Reasonably angry.
Clearly upset.
And on that note, shall we get into it, boys?
Let's get back into the game, yeah. Alrighty.
Oh, look, Taylor. What's wrong, Taylor?
I believe it was Can Disarm who left behind this message in blood.
I'm sorry, that didn't sound like a sentence that makes any sense. What are you talking about disarming? If you could disarm it, why didn't you disarm it?
It's fine, Your Honor. I'm just picking up a bit of frustration. It's fine. He's just having a moment. It's
Perhaps
okay.
you should speak more clearly when you're representing somebody in court, sir.
Oh, I'll speak clearly, all right.
Well, I'd prefer it if you do, please. What? What?
I said I believe it was Can Disarm who left this message in blood.
What? Detective Arm?
That is
Are
what
you
I said.
sure you know what you're doing here?
No, I do not.
What?
Not really.
Great! If you don't know what you're doing, I don't know what I'm doing.
I've always thought that he didn't know what he was doing, let's be honest.
What the hell, boss?
Objection! What kind of ridiculous assertion is that? If you had said the attacker left a message to throw people off, it might have made sense. At first glance, that would seem to be the most reasonable explanation. However, Apollo didn't shed enough blood to write such an extensive message on account of bleeding it all out before this incident.
Uh-oh.
Ah, I see. Even the photo makes it clear there wasn't enough blood to write all those letters. And Mr. Justice did survive. I suppose he didn't bleed very extensively in that case.
But why would Detective write the defendant's name? There is no connection between the two whatsoever.
And I didn't even know the lady who was killed.
I admit, the investigation didn't turn up any connection between the victim and the defendant. They had never even met each other.
That's very true. Well then, let's see. Then maybe the intended meaning of the message is not what it appears to be. You know, I was playing this game recently called, Dangin' something or other, and there was like a scene in there where a message that was in blood was actually adjusted to say something else, and I'm just kind of getting a vibe like that here.
I want to make a joke out of the name, but I can't think of anything.
The intended meaning?
Not what it appeared to be. Oh, sorry. Not what it appeared to be.
Maybe the message was not intended to be Woods!
Coming from you? That's quite the bold statement, Mr. Wright.
Really? Kind of seems like totally in character with what I'd normally say.
You wish to assert that this bloody writing could have had some other meaning?
There's no way to
Oh, he's
swear.
banging all about the bloody writing again, isn't he? Oh, bloody writing this, bloody writing that. Oh! Yes, Your Honor. For something I pulled out of a...
Wormhole?
Well, he can't say the other thing, can he?
Yes, wormhole is what I thought was going for. For something I pulled out of my wormhole, I mean a wormhole, it could turn out to be true, right?
I mean, people were saying, and I checked out as well, that like supposedly this game originally had an M rating, and if this game had an M rating, he could say something he pulled out of his ass.
That's true. He could.
Objection! Humph! It clearly says Woods, as anyone can plainly see.
Well, perhaps if you took your sunglasses off.
I wear my sunglasses at night, so I can. What other meaning could it possibly have? Objection! But Candace Arm was a detective. Maybe Woods only means something to the police. Like a police scanner code, for example.
I didn't think of that.
You may have tricked His Honor, but you'll never get the best of me. I have a thing for studying on the weekends, as you may have already guessed.
Guess you're so sad.
And what was that?
Nothing.
It better be nothing. It better be nothing.
Widget, shut up.
Or I'm gonna shove that thing up your wormhole. And there is no such radio code as Woods in this state, dear Mr. Wright.
Is that a fact? Ha
Really? Don't look at me. I know as much as you do about police codes.
You've got an internet browser in front of you. Start Googling.
It's not connected
connected.
to the internet.
What? How can it?
It's a local language model, whatever.
Look, I've been asking the bailiffs all week. They won't give me the Wi-Fi password.
It's a locally installed large language model. Jesus Christ, Taylor, God. No internet connectivity.
You know, I even guessed courtroom. Wherefore?
Enough of this! I was quite taken with the defense's new theory.
Ah, damn.
But if they can't substantiate it with anything, then I must end things here.
No, don't do that.
No, please wait, Your Honor.
Very well. But before...
Sorry, I just saw Sarah recoil away from
This
her
is
microphone.
like Jesus.
Very well.
Calm down, Judge.
But before we discuss this theory any further, I demand a plausible explanation.
Uh-oh.
So, Mr. Wright, what is the true meaning of the bloody writing?
There's bloody writing.
What is the true meaning of the bloody writing?
Don't you mean the true meaning of Christmas?
No, the bloody writing, I mean.
Don't need to swear.
Bloody Christmas.
I believe it's...
And no stalling.
Oh, crap.
If you can't come up with an answer quickly, I will declare this discussion officially over.
Oh, I'm in trouble now. Oh, what other meaning could it have besides... Poison, besides the obvious one.
That
Maybe it means something in another language, or maybe it's a code?
sounded pretty gross in my ear, I'm going to be honest.
Think, Phoenix, you can do this!
I'm waiting. Which piece of evidence will tell us what the word woods really means?
I have to
Bomb
imagine
case.
it's the photograph.
No, the bomb
No,
ca-
it's the bomb case. Surely, because it's got the code on the side.
Oh,
and
yeah,
we
well, I suppose, yeah,
established
it
the
could be
code.
either.
We established that it's the code.
Yeah,
Probably,
true,
actually. Oh, we can save Wallace asking the question.
Ooh.
All right.
Take that!
The bomb transport case? Have you lost your mind? I've about had it up to here with your shenanigans, Mr. Wright.
Take a look at the numbers on this case, Your Honor.
Loser.
L10015R. Does this string look vaguely familiar?
If I didn't know any better, I'd say it says loser. What does that have to do with anything?
What could those numbers possibly have to do with the case at hand?
Oh my God!
I kill me.
You pain.
Oh, God.
Now, please take a look at the bloody writing shown in the crime
need to
photo.
swear at me, Mr. Wright. Oh, I think I see it.
That a girl. That's one on my side.
It says woods. Woods? Woods.
Or you could say it's a horse of a different color, Your Honor.
There's no horses allowed in my courtroom. What are you banging on about?
The first character isn't a W. It's actually an L and a 1. The next two are zeros.
Oh, my goodness.
The true meaning behind Christmas, I mean the bloody writing, isn't Ms. Woods' name. It's the number engraved on this bomb transport case.
Boom, got him.
Objection! What are you talking about? The next part doesn't make any sense. The next number is a 1. But the bloody what's happened to the boys? Yeah, the next number is a 1. But the bloody writing says D.
Objection!
What?
But the number on the case and the bloody writing can be made to match up quite easily. This is how the number on the transport case can be made to match the bloody writing.
Oh, heck.
I guess 2 lines, wasn't it? I think. Court record.
Can we look at the court
Yes,
record?
I was trying to remember the button. Yeah, so there's the W bit, that's 1, and then the D,
Yeah.
the curved line on the D, I think.
Yeah.
It's like the bit that makes it the W and the
Yeah.
D.
Yeah. There's 2.
Yeah.
I think that was it.
By adding 2 lines.
What was the number? L-O, was it 1?
Yeah, it's 2 because they've changed
Oh, right,
it to
yeah,
a D.
right.
Yeah.
So they connected the L and the 1
Yeah.
to make the W, and then the curved line on the D. There
Yeah.
it is. That was it.
Yeah,
right,
2.
2 lines. Boom.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, there's it. Point it out.
Enhance.
Please erase the third downward stroke of the W and the curved part of the D.
The curved part of the D. Aye, that's not very nice.
Dear fellow.
Some curvature is perfectly natural.
It's perfectly
On your
natural, I'll
Ds.
tell you that.
Well.
My missus likes the curve of my D, actually.
Whoa!
Well, would you look at that? Ha!
What am I reading?
Louise! Louise!
Louise.
No, Your Honor, it isn't meant to be read as a word. It's the number L10015, which, if you take away the final R, is the exact same number that's on the bomb transport case. Objection! Ha! I raised 2 lines and they match up, you say? Well, if my grandmother had wheels, she'd be a bicycle.
That's
That
That's not quite the win that you think it is.
That does not translate well over here.
What?
That means you're
Actually, yeah, Taylor, are you being serious right now?
Over here, that means
Wait. Taylor, are you being serious that you don't know what that means?
Yeah,
Okay, Sarah, you may continue.
So that over here, calling someone a bicycle means that they are a very frisky lady.
Or person.
And they like
no.
to,
They like to sleep around.
They like to engage
It's a hypothetical thing. It's like, what if Eleanor Roosevelt could fly? It's if my
Right.
grandmother had wheels, she'd be a bicycle. As
Yeah,
in,
well, it
literally,
means
she would have the wheels that
I
could
mean,
be
yeah,
used.
I get what you're saying, but yeah,
But
when,
it could be misconstrued over here.
describe-
Okay,
to
if my
describe-
grandmother had wheels, she'd be a scooter.
I mean, the
They
implication's
could
still there.
ride her.
Yeah. It needs to
God
be
dang
it
it.
needs to be something that
You
isn't
Brits.
rideable. Not a vehicle.
Hey, we didn't make the us here in this vicinity did not make that rule.
No. We didn't invent the saying.
No.
Yes, it needs to not be a vehicle.
Tie my hands.
I think
She had propellers, she'd be a windmill.
I think we've just broke him. I think we've just blown his mind again.
It's easily done.
Can disarm, now this.
It's easily done.
And if she had my grandmother had a pendulum, nope, that doesn't, not pendulum, not
She'd
pendulum.
be a clock?
Be a swinger.
Yes.
What's the
Well, I can change anything and do anything else simply by erasing 2
Did you
lines.
just ask what is a swinger?
Who?
You.
No.
Oh.
No, I was. No, of course not. I know what a swinger is, for God's sake. No.
Sarah knows all about
I
what
was-
swingers are. She's looked into it.
I was confused
I
as
see.
to the.
Shots are being fired now. Is
No,
that it?
I thought it was far more interesting that Taylor was like, well, I can't describe it as a pendulum because it's like, well, why not?
Because
should be a grandmother clock.
what is pendulous and drapes down, Pete?
A curtain.
Yeah?
Yes, exactly. What if we erase 2 lines from your name? Would you be happy as Mr. Rye?
Well, would you, Mr. Rye?
The only right spelling is right.
Oh, that's no fun at all.
Okay, I'm doing pretty well here, and I think I've drawn the right conclusion. Detective Arm's real message to us is the bomb transport case number. Your Honor, the 2 lines were added by the real culprit to intentionally mislead people.
What?
The original message Detective Arm left behind was the transport case number. But whoever assaulted Apollo changed the message.
If you're right, boss.
Yes, we just established that. It's right, not right. God damn it.
Okay,
Mr. Rye, will you stop badgering your sidekick?
Sorry.
Your counsel.
look. I'm gonna check you in for anger management classes, okay?
Definitely.
I think you need some help. Stop it. Get some help.
Stop it.
And what do you suppose Detective Arm was trying to tell us?
That she can disarm it?
What? No, really?
My guess is that Mr. Kaboom, Mr. Boombox, Mr. Lit Fuse swapped the bomb that like he basically replaced the evidence bomb with an actual bomb that he made to look identical.
What? No way.
So I bet if we open up the case, it's going to be a different bomb, but it looks exactly the same. Good question. What does this number represent?
Do you see this number here? That is my identification number.
Candace Arm lost her life in the courtroom bombing. Her dying message could only have had one purpose. No!
It was my turn! Well, was it? Was it your turn or was it my turn? I guess we'll never know.
We're both the same person. What are you talking about? What are you getting? I'm one lawyer in here. Move out the way.
Yeah, what the?
Give me my stromboli.
Hey, I'm benching
Hey,
here.
whoa! Look at
Benching.
Mr. Hay. This has gone off the rails so quickly.
A little bit.
First it was grandmothers and pendulums and bicycles, and now it's Brooklyn.
There's always Brooklyn, baby.
There's always Brooklyn. When in doubt.
Use the Brooklyn.
Hey, Pete, do an American voice. Okay. Hey, it's American.
The only accent on this show more consistent than the British accent is the Brooklyn accent.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far.
We are a trio of many talents of 2 accents only.
And I wouldn't even call it consistent, to be honest.
No.
Words
Again,
are.
I'm just reminded.
The only consistent thing is that words are spoken, and not necessarily
I mean-
words that are part of the script.
Not necessarily the word that's on the
Words
screen.
are
quite
spoken
often.
badly.
And often.
That's how Shuichi wound up wanting to suffocate an innocent maid.
Oh, God. I feel so
Also,
bad.
thank you, Biscuits. Biscuit
Oh,
bread
Yeah, biscuit spread. I
for
think.
doing the little cute picture
my
of that.
God. So cool.
To tell us the name of the one responsible for the bombing. I don't think I've seen that picture.
Well, don't keep us in suspense, Mr. Wright. Tell us who she was trying to name.
The culprit that the victim was trying to identify is none other than...
Mr.
Puff of
Dino
Justice.
Might.
Take that! The defense wishes to indict Mr. Ted Tonate on the charge of the courtroom bombing, which again, given the phrasing of his name, sort of sounds like an obvious conclusion.
Ted? Tonate?
Tonatae?
Tonate?
Apparently, disabling bombs isn't Mr. Tonate's only specialty.
Tonato,
Somehow the
tomato.
victim...
Tomato. You say tomato.
Somehow, the victim must have realized that he was the bomber. Maybe it was because she was... because he was the detonator and she was the disarmer. Oh! So when she was caught in the blast... Lois...
Louis.
She left his bomb transport case number as her dying message. She used Mr. Tonate's own ID number to finger him for the crime.
Objection! Why would anyone go out of their way to write an ID number? Wouldn't they simply write the person's name?
He's got a good point there.
Yeah, but he'd see it. I guess, maybe.
What do you have to say to that, Mr. Wright?
That
He's
only
got you
Detective Arm... that only Detective Arm would know the answer to that, but allow me to offer a theory. Perhaps Detective Arm couldn't recall Mr. Tonate's name in the heat of the moment.
It is so forgettable.
As I recall, this was the first meeting between the two. It's entirely possible they wouldn't have been familiar with each
And
other.
entirely coincidental that they have complete opposites for names, but both relating to bombs in some way, disarming and detonating, for God's sake.
I get, I just imagine when they were being named. It's like, well, Roger Tonate, what do you want to name your son? Well, I was going to go with Bill, but, the old lady insists on Ted. I told her that the implication is worrying, but she just thought Ted was cute.
Well, I thought she'd probably want to call him like D. D-E-E.
Or no, actually, no.
Detonate.
You know,
Detonate.
Well, the problem was we named him Theodore, because Theodore Tonate isn't too bad. But when he got older, he insisted on being called Ted, and we tried to talk him out of it, but Theodore just wouldn't listen. And yeah, there you go.
It's entirely possible they wouldn't have been familiar with each other.
Or maybe start again. Or maybe using the ID number was a way to hide his true meaning from the real culprit, thus lowering the odds that they would erase the bloody writing. Sorry, the bloody writing.
The bloody right.
There you go, Athena. Now you're getting it.
Yeah, I'll nail this British accent one day. Just like my voice actor will maybe get to an American accent convincing
I
at
just
some
love
point.
the idea of yes, you, a British woman, saying like, oh yeah, sure, one day I'll get my British accent all right.
I mean, that's basically what Hugh Laurie did with House.
well, yeah.
Yeah,
Where
I
it's
suppose
like
it is.
he was calling it someone else. It's like he's normally doing the American accent, but then there's just this one episode. It's like, oh yes, hello, my name is Nigel someone or other from the CDC, and it was terribly late in London, you see, and I was wondering But no matter what the reason, the important thing is the meaning behind her message. The fact remains, she wrote Mr. Tonate's ID number.
Objection! Now, just one moment here. There hasn't been any proof yet that it was indeed Detective Arm who wrote it. The bloody writing wasn't found during the investigation after the blast. If Detective Arm had left the message, it should have been found at the time.
Objection! Naturally, Mr. Tonate hid it before anyone could discover.
Oh, yeah, of course
Why he didn't
did.
think to just erase it, I don't know. He instead opted for the man option of just dragging something over it and hoping nobody sees what's underneath.
Typical. Anything that could possibly try and weaken my case.
And there's a simple
Sorry.
explanation to how he was able to do so.
What?
Mr. Tonate was able to cover the message up because he's
Wearing those weird
Goggles. First to find the body.
the first to find the
That
body.
feels like it makes sense.
The first person to discover the bloody writing was Mr. Tonate himself.
I was the first one on the scene after the explosion. I went there to ensure safety, but I ended up discovering a dead body.
When Mr. Tonate saw that the victim had written his ID number, he used the bomb transport case to cover up the bloody writing as a stopgap measure.
Oh, so that's why the message was in blood was under the transport case.
He didn't have enough time to try and scrub away the writing. You ever try to get blood out of concrete? It's impossible. If he didn't report the body right away, he would look suspicious. So those letters lived on to serve another function, when Mr. Tonate used them in another incident.
Oh! The assault on Mr. Justice!
Exact. I really wish that they made the animation for his nodding and everything slightly less abrupt, because it really is just like crack, crack.
Yeah. It's like trying to break his neck every time he nods. It's because they're still trying to make it. They're still trying to make it look like the sprites, though, aren't they? At this point.
Yeah. Mr. Tonate hit upon a plan to use the bloody writing for his own purposes. So he didn't clean it away. Instead, he made it look like Mr. Justice wrote it. By adding 2 lines to the writing that Detective Arm left behind, he changed the meaning of the message. He made it look like Mr. Justice was accusing Miss Woods of the attack.
So that means...
The only person who could have altered the bloody writing was the courtroom bomber, who was the same person that assaulted Mr. Justice. And that person is Ted Tonate.
Wow, I'm hearing screams and echo now.
Order in the court! Order, I say! It looks like we will have to hear from the bomb specialist himself. Mr. Payne, please have Mr. Tonate take the witness stand.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, that was great, Mr. Wright.
Just doing what I do best, which is flying by the seat of my pants.
Yeah, I kind of got that.
Dismantling the case is yours. Do you think you can handle it? I look forward to seeing you try.
I really hate that face.
That stupid smirk.
Yeah.
I've finally drawn Mr. Tonate back onto the witness stand. Looks like you'll get your wish, Goggle Man. Now watch me take your lies apart.
Allow me to dismantle your lies.
Excuse me.
Mr. Tonate, I'm afraid we have a few more questions for you.
I understand the situation, Your Honor. I was keeping a close eye on the proceedings from the gallery. The allegations are all laughable.
Objection! I wouldn't be laughing if I were you, Mr. Tonate. The message in blood matches your ID number.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
they brought the case
Oh,
in.
God.
The same ID number that is there on that bomb transport case.
Such a far-fetched theory. No better than a tangled ball of wires.
I'll have them entangled for you in no time at all.
You were the first person on the scene after Detective Arm left her message in blood. You were the only one who could have hidden the writing and then used it again later.
I see times two, but then, let me ask you. Do you have any proof that Detective Arm wrote that message?
That's a very good question. Well, do you, Mr. Wright?
The best way to prove that Detective Arm wrote that message is to analyze the DNA.
I would, yeah.
Your Honor, I request that a DNA test be performed on the blood itself. Once we know whose it is, it will be obvious as to who wrote the message.
Do you think we've got all day, man?
That shut him up.
Very well. Bailiff, please put in a request for a DNA test with the forensics team.
Oh, all right. I'll just go over to the forensics building, shall I? Hey, it's like a half-a-mile walk over there. Why don't we put them all the way down the road anyway?
Quit your complaining, bailiff.
Yes, Your Honor.
You're very easily replaceable, you know.
Don't I know it?
There's not many of us Southerners left.
It will be some time before we have the results of the analysis. Until then, let's hear more from the witness.
I would like nothing more, Your Honor. I want the court to hear how ridiculous the defense's theory is.
Because I just love that digital voice thingy you have.
She sounds so sexy.
Weird misses. I admit, I was the first one on the scene after the explosion. But there was no bloody writing there at the time. Anyway, there is no way Detective Arm could have written it. She struck her head on rubble and died near the courtroom entrance. She was too far away from where the bloody message was found.
Could have been moved.
Yeah.
So you're saying that the victim's body was nowhere near where the writing was?
Precisely. It is as plain as day that she could not have written it.
It's true that the body was discovered near the entrance to the courtroom. You get it? You picked up what I did there?
I did. Someone specifically asked for it.
Oh, did they?
They did. They did.
Oh, well, I'm glad I could follow up on their request, although I stole Pete's. But Pete, why don't you do it?
What was it? Where is it?
It's true that the body was discovered near the entrance to the courtroom. Please have a look at this crime scene photo. As you can see, there is blood on the rubble near the victim's body. She must have died after hitting her head there. She must have died. Oh well.
I see. All right.
You see.
Every episode? Is that what we're planning? All right then, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness.
Okay, I won't do it anymore.
Do you have what it takes to take my infallible testimony apart.
His infallible.
Well. Alright then.
I mean, the thing that I've noticed is that when he's doing suspicious stuff, he tends to do this, which is a bit of a tell, must be said. Do we want to just go straight to this one, or shall we do
Yeah, I say let's just go straight to that one.
Okay, we just want to get rid of him, do we?
Hold it! If she didn't write it, then who do you propose did?
Mr. Justice, of course. Just before dying, he wrote the name of his attacker, Juniper Woods.
A final message from your poor subordinate.
Poor Mr. Justice. I'm starting to get all misty-eyed. Although it could just be the cataracts.
God.
Apollo is not dead, folks.
Could have fooled me.
So, how can you be so sure it wasn't Detective Arm who wrote that message?
It is very simple. She struck her head on rubble and died near the courtroom entrance.
Let's have a look at. Did she die immediately?
Oh yeah. Between 8 and 11, flat object.
Flat object.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
the
not
corner.
flat.
No.
Yep. I mean, it's flat on one edge, but it sure don't look flat
Nah,
where
it's, like,
at
stuck
the
on a
point of
corner.
impact.
Yeah.
Objection! You are a terrible liar, Mr. Tonate. Also point to Sarah for remembering the autopsy report.
Yes, well done.
Well done.
I mean, I do voice Edgeworth. If there's one thing always on his mind, it's that autopsy report, baby.
Absolutely.
Take a look at this autopsy, specifically the part about Detective Arm's head injury. I mean, it's a good thing it wasn't an arm injury, or otherwise it would be Detective Arm's arm injury, and then that would start to get really confusing really fast. Cause of death. Trauma to back of head caused by impact with a flat object.
Yes, what about it?
Now take a good look at the bloody piece of rubble. It's sharp and pointed.
No. Hey, you're right, boss. It is pointy. Just like your hair.
Thank you, Athena. Yes.
It's really on point today.
Oh, good one.
That is odd, isn't it? What could be the meaning of this contradiction?
I believe it means the victim did not hit her head on this piece of rubble. The bloodstain you see is just another fabrication. Its purpose is to mislead us into thinking the victim died near the courtroom entrance.
Dun, dun, dun.
No.
Are you claiming the victim moved? The culprit?
The victim.
Are you claiming the victim moved the victim's body? Are you claiming that just seems improbable? The victim moved themselves? Are you claiming the culprit moved the victim's body?
Hifumi did. He moved himself.
He did. Although I don't know.
Rest in
I don't
peace.
personally know who the hell this Hifumi is. That's exactly what I'm claiming. But he sounds like an extremely attractive man. Yes. The victim hit her head at some other location. Most likely on the floor or some other flat surface. And notice I say floor because it's inside, meaning it's the floor, as opposed to outside, which would be the ground. And this location was somewhere near where the bloody writing was found.
Really, boss, your smugness is off the charts. There's not enough
So
room
smug.
in this.
I'm going to have to object to the sheer smugness over there on the defense.
Athena's like, I'm gonna have to add a smugness detector to Widget. I never processed that as an emotion.
The thing is that if she does that, then he's going to be useless. Widget's not going to be very useful if all it could go is smug, 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 smug all the time.
In that case, she definitely could have written the message.
Your Honor!
Sorry, just
Out with it, man!
I think he's
I
dying.
have the results. Don't rush me. I'm not in shape. I have the results of the bloodstain analysis.
Ah! Very good timing. Let's take a look.
You know, thank you. Wouldn't be out of place.
I'll have to make sure to thank the DNA analysis team for doing such a ruddy, fast, quick job of the.
There's got to be some other place that'll hire Southerners.
And it could have been done without the work of the janitors.
They cut the red tape.
They cut the red tape!
They cut the red tape. Come on! That's enough.
According to this report, the message was written in Detective Arm's blood. And as the defense claims, only the parts of that message that were added afterwards were written in Mr. Justice's blood.
Boom!
It would appear that the defense's assertion is correct after all.
Yay.
Bloody writing analysis added to the courtroom.
Bloody writing analysis. Yeah.
All these bloody rotten analyses.
Analyses.
Yes, you did it! You were right, boss!
It's been known to happen once or twice.
Once.
Now I have to drive it home. I'll have to take a good look at that bloody writing analysis.
Let's not talk. But yeah, just be careful, like with the driving. Let's not talk about bicycles anymore.
Mr. Tonate, it is now apparent that you have told several lies to this court. I hope you have some sort of explanation for yourself.
An explanation, not, I'm going to arrest you for perjury. But as you are a witness, you're not actually subject to the laws of perjury, so I'm just going to give you another chance to keep on lying.
I hope you have an explosion for yourself.
Oh no.
Fine, I will confess.
You will? But then why are you so calm?
Because it's not what you think, obviously, you donut.
This time, I will tell the truth.
Okay, I believe you.
It is true that Detective Arm wrote my ID number. She very plainly wrote, "Loser." I was shocked. But I did not detonate the bomb. Detective Arm must have mistaken me for the real bomber. Not wanting to be accused, I moved the body and covered the writing. My bad.
I think that's also a criminal offense.
Yeah, like destruction of a crime scene? Yeah.
Tampering with the crime scene's not good, pal.
I see. So it is your assertion that you merely moved the body. Is that it?
That is correct. I did not kill Detective Arm.
I did not kill her. I did not. Oh, hi, Judge.
Oh, well, if that's all you did, then... Wait a minute! That in of itself is a criminal act!
There we go. The judge is caught up.
Yep.
Glad to see you finally crossed that finish line, Your Honor.
Very well, then. Your cross-examination, please, Mr. Wright! And make it a good one!
All right, let's see.
The truth. It is true that the Detective Arm wrote my ID number.
Oh no. Is the judge killing you?
I'm doing it. I'm going a bit.
Hold it.
I'm going a bit too hard with the judge. Ooh, missus.
Sir! And it was written after the bomb went off in the courtroom?
Correct. I didn't know why she would write it, so that sent me into a panic.
Sounds like you were in quite a tizzy.
You ever been in such a tizzy that you just interfere with a crime scene and drag a dead body around? I mean, we've all been there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. God, it's like a Saturday night out.
Phew, if I were in his shoes, I guess it would have psyched me out too. Can't imagine coming across the message "Sykes" written in blood.
No, you'd be like, yikes! It says Sykes.
Oh God.
If I saw gasp in pain, it was my turn, dang it!
Oh, was it?
Written in blood, and it certainly make me gasp in pain. Rest assured, Mr. Tonate, I understand how you must have felt.
And so you discovered your ID number written in blood at the scene, and...
That is right. I saw it with my own eyes. It very clearly said,
But I did not detonate. There must have been a mistake. It must have mistaken me. Not want to be accused. I'll move.
I guess, press on that. Why would she have mistaken him for the real bomber? Hold it! By mistaken, do you mean you had nothing to do with the explosion?
That is correct. That is why I was so shocked when I saw my ID number.
The victim may have suspected Mr. Tonate for no reason other than the fact that, as the bomb specialist, he was in charge of the bomb. In other words, a false accusation. It's vocational discrimination, I say.
I do not support discrimination of any kind.
Way to be an ally, Your Honor. Well spoken, Your Honor. If the victim had been found to be killed with the gavel, Mr. Blue Suit over there would probably have pinned the crime on you. Okay, but it's not like, I mean, if it was the judge's gavel that had his judge number written on it, then...
He would? Well, that just wouldn't do. Mr. Wright, if you dare try to pin anything on me, I will find you in contempt of court.
But I've never even tried to harm a hair on a strand of your beard, Your Honor.
Well said, Mr. Payne, because I am so closely associated with bombs. I was afraid I would be prosecuted if anyone saw the bloody writing.
It's like my good friend, Danny Meat Cleaver. Somebody got cut up to pieces right next to his store where he sells meat cleavers and cuts up meat. And I defended him in court as well. And everyone was like, oh, Danny Meat Cleaver, I think he must have done it. But he was completely innocent. It just happened to be that his meat cleaver was at the scene of the crime. Could have happened to anyone.
I guess, would you... Actually, it's not very plain that she wrote Lehusier, because part of it's obscured.
Oh, the R's blocked off.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
is that what they're going for? Let's give that a... Well, press it first.
Hold it! Loser! And it was written... Oh, we did press this one.
Did we? It was written after the
Yes.
bomb went up?
Correct. I didn't.
Yes, of course we did. I forgot in the moment. Surprise, surprise, Pete forgets something. Okay, so let's try, let's try presenting the text then, I guess, maybe.
Objection!
Objection!
There we go.
Nice one. I just want to make doubly sure that loser is really what you saw written in blood.
Yes, it very clearly said.
But that's odd, because that's not what I see.
Objection! What on earth are you babbling on about now? Wasn't it you who claimed that the bloody writing was his ID number in the first place?
Take a good look at this photograph and the bloody writing analysis.
Do you know, I've been waiting for you to make that joke for frickin' ages. I feel like there's been so many opportunities and I've been going, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? Oh, no.
Now tell me, does it really say loser?
I know we've said it so many times, it's lost all meaning, but I also still just like, it is amusing me.
Oh. Ah! Something is missing, isn't it? And that something is the final R.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Tonate?
Oh, right. Now I remember there was no R on the
Oh,
end.
for God's sake!
It was just a slip of the finger. My bad.
Oh, my lord, this guy.
Come back, my beautiful contradiction.
Mr. Wright, I'm not so sure it was just a simple slip of the finger.
You have something for me, Athena?
Finger.
What?
It's 'cause
What was that?
Are you alright?
No, because I said it really weird.
Like, Athena, you okay?
I think it came out wrong. It sounded like linger. It's like,
Slip of his linger.
Yeah, I love my ability to do this.
Sarah?
What?
Sarah. I do love your ability to do this. I enjoy all of the voices that you do. You're a very talented actor. You're very funny. And I'm delighted that we get the chance to do this all together.
Compliments.
And I'm really bad at giving
I am
compliments
really bad.
and receiving.
Thank
I wasn't
you,
receiving.
but
Take the compliment.
never. I sense he's extremely agitated, almost panicked.
There is some impression, right?
I don't think she needs widget for that one.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't think she needs the mood matrix.
He's obviously just a bit hungry. He's
I
chewing on a straw.
wouldn't tell people if I'm flustered, but I'm saying there would be signs.
He's chewing a strawberry bootlace. What are you talking
Strawberry
about?
bootlace.
Huh. He does look pretty flustered.
Well, Mr. Wright, it appears it was nothing more than a mere mistake.
Oh, for
Oi, where's my name again?
For what? Pete's sake. This freaking guy.
For your own sake.
I know.
I don't know. Did he really just make a typo? What about that R? Did Mr. Tonate really see it?
He saw it.
He actually saw it.
He saw it.
He seen it. Maybe Mr. Tonate really did see the R. But there's no R anywhere in the bloody writing. What's going on here? Phoenix! May I direct your attention? There you go. You got it. Huh. Now that I take another good look at the photo, I think maybe... That's it!
What is it now, Mr. Wright? Are you trying to
Intimidate.
intimidate? Are you trying to imitate Apollo and his cords of steel?
Not this time. I've got it. So that's what happened. A slip of the finger. A slip of the finger. Is that really all it was? Because I don't think so. Sarah, I was not teasing you. I legitimately goofed that up.
That just feels so...
I don't believe you.
I don't believe you.
I propose that Mr. Tonate really did see the letter R.
So he decided to blow up the whole courtroom to hide it.
But the photo clearly shows that there is no R.
Crackety crack crack. No, Your Honor. Actually, just the opposite is true. The photo shows that Mr. Tonate actually could have seen the R.
If you're going to make that claim, then you'd better be able to point out what you mean.
Oh, I'm good at pointing, Your Honor.
What part of the photo clearly shows that Mr. Tonate could have seen the R?
Probably this, right?
Oh yeah, totally.
Maybe this is a little bit of pebble. This pebble.
Tiny pebble.
Tiny pebble.
Tiny pebble.
Oh, all right then. Fine. Obviously this bit.
Take that! Please look here to the right of the 5. Do you see a little bit of red?
Oh, I see it! Just on the edge of where the floor is broken up.
That's the R that Mr. Tonate saw. Objection! It's true that the witness wears some very, very weird, off-putting goggles. But that doesn't mean his eyesight is bad, nor his brain power. What part of that little smudge looks like an R to you? Objection! But what Mr. Tonate saw wasn't that little smudge. Smudge. There was a whole and complete R written there. Before the floor was damaged by the explosion.
Oh, well, that explains... Huh?
Care to explain what you mean? Because you just proposed that everything happened in the exact opposite order.
Yep, because that's the way it really went down. The timing of when the R was written turns everything about this case around. Now then, if the floor was damaged by the explosion, when was the message written?
Before the
Before the explosion?
I think. I'm not sure, guys. If the floor was damaged by it and the message was already there.
Oh, it's got to be after then.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, probably. Yeah, after. I don't want the damage.
No. There's already been enough damn
There's been enough pain in this room.
Damn blamblage. Can't remember. What's that from?
Damn blamblage. I don't know.
Do we just make it up?
Is it a Taylorism?
I think I saw it in something. I
think it's a Taylorism, but I don't know where you got it from.
I don't remember where I got it from either.
Oh no.
With the bloody message running off the edge of the damaged floor like that, we can only conclude that it was written before the explosion.
But that's ridiculous!
If that were true, it completely overturns your premise.
That's right, it does. In fact, it turns everything upside down.
Are you going to say it's a turnabout? Like you always do?
Not this time. Not right now.
It was made up by a victim, was it?
The victim was not killed by the explosion in the courtroom.
The courtroom was killed by the explosion in the victim.
Exactly. She was killed before the explosion ever occurred.
Flippin' egg, people die when they are killed. Order! Order in the court!
What kind of preposterous claim is that? Have you forgotten that the victim's body was found at the scene of the explosion? Objection! True, but consider this scenario. She was hit on the head and killed before the explosion, or even before the trial began. Oh, was she carried in the case?
This is sounding familiar. This is sounding, well, I mean, it would either be a big case or the more convenient option of a big fish. Obviously.
F in chat for our boy Gregson.
Poor Gregson.
Poor Gregson.
He was taken too soon.
He was.
He was. Her body was subsequently placed in the courtroom ruins after the bombing occurred. That way, it could be made to look like she was a victim of the blast.
What?
It sounds like we had better look into what the victim was doing before the trial. Mr. Payne, did anyone see Detective Arm before the trial?
Let's see. According to the police report, here it is. One person saw the victim before the trial. And that person was Ted Tonate. Wait, what?
No one beside Mr.
He's so flabbergasted.
No one beside Mr. Tonate saw the victim.
That appears to be the case, Your Honor.
Oopsie.
Oh, crap.
Uh-oh.
I would now ask the court to recall something. Specifically, Mr. Tonate's words from yesterday.
It was when Detective Arm and I were transporting the bomb.
We needed a flashback for just that.
I guess so.
Oh, my!
Mr. Tonate, just before the trial, you were with the victim. The two of you were together at the scene of the crime. Courtroom number 1. I mean 4. Your Honor, the defense requests new testimony from Mr. Tonate.
Oh, God,
my
really?
God.
We wish to hear what he has to say about his whereabouts just before the trial.
I was
was in a Starbucks, eating, drinking coffee.
Well, he'll probably tell the truth this time. Maybe.
He's got to. It's the last opportunity I'm going to give him.
Well, the last one until I
Before
decide
the
to give
last one, I
It's
give
the-
him after that.
It's the last one. The cooldown for the additional testimonies is about 5 minutes. After that additional 5 minutes, I'm sure he'll have another one.
Mr. Tonate, your testimony, please! And don't lie!
My testimony, there is no need for. WHALJ8619B04XQ*#HBR9ZB8#.
He's completely unnerved, Mr. Wright. You must have hit the nail on the head.
High five.
Because opt. All I did was transport the Bubba Bomb to the courtroom. I already told you. Hello to all WJ at Wooks.
Gah! Blast this thing! I was only in the courtroom with the victim because of our work. I swear, I was only transporting the bomb there.
Objection! You and the victim were alone together at the scene of the crime. In other words, you certainly had the opportunity to commit murder, did you not? Objection! Do you always leave yourself so open to attacks, Mr. Wright? What now, Mr. Payne?
Oh, yeah!
Oh, yes!
Oh, yeah!
Sorry, I was distracted by the Kool-Aid. Yeah, Mr. Tonate may have had the opportunity to kill Detective Arm. Props. But an important piece of your assertion is missing.
Like your brain.
I'm guessing the motive.
The Kool-Aid.
The Kool-Aid.
What important piece? The murder weapon! What do you claim was used to kill the victim?
Mr. Payne has a point. Even if Mr. Tonate had the chance, without a weapon, we can't accuse him of the crime.
Well, Mr. Tonate? Oh, yes. That's right.
Oh, God.
I didn't have any sort of thing that could be used as a murder weapon on me. I couldn't possibly have killed Detective R.
Oh, God.
Hey, Athena, I feel like there should be some warning signs going off on Widget right now.
I think he's just shut down completely in shock.
Oh, jeez.
It's broken.
He can't handle this, and neither can I.
He can't handle the truth, guys.
No.
Poor Widget.
Did he really have nothing he could use as a murder weapon? Unless he bludgeoned her with his fake bomb.
Maybe.
Well, I mean, you know,
Phony Fanty.
It was flat on the bottom.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Yeah, he could have smacked around the head with Phony Fanty.
It's true.
But did he really have nothing he could use as a murder weapon?
Oh, no.
We are going to have to find out next time, yeah?
Yes, I just to give.
Curse! A curse upon you!
I mean, I'm just trying to give Editing Pete a break because he's going to have a lot of Ted Tonate to sort out in this episode.
It'll be fine.
Before he loses his mind,
It'll be fine.
we will bid you adieu. Thank you very much for tuning in and watching. If you do like what we do, then please consider giving us a like, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell. You'll be notified of our video uploads every Wednesday and Saturday. And in the meantime, we have plenty of other content on the channel. Why not go check it out, share it with your friends? I wish my mouth didn't fill up with a load of saliva while I was trying to say that.
Details.
Moist. And until next time, we'll see you again.
Lovely.
And remember, everyone, if you ever go to Britain, don't use the expression, if my grandmother had wheels, she would be a bicycle. Because apparently, it doesn't translate. Goodbye, everybody!